Hi everybody, I wanted to take a moment real quick here to address an issue that some people are having with the filter orders program. Okay, so if you've started writing the program, you probably came across that part of the assignment that said that you needed to download two text files, records.txt and records2.txt, and save them to your project folder. Okay, as it stands, if you don't save those to your project folder, you'll get an error. Okay, so what I've got here is a couple of things. First, I want you to look right here just at the, this is at the folder, the project window, I guess. So I have created, and ideally you should create a new project for every assignment. Okay, the instructions tell you to create a new project, then create a class. Some people don't do this, and this is where you kind of get a little, you get some issues, but that's still not even a problem. We can still find out where we need to save stuff. But so when I talk about your project folder, what I mean is that when you create a new project in BlueJ, it creates a new folder on your computer. And it saves it creates this folder in the place where it's created other ones. You navigate to where you want it to be created, okay? And so if you have a folder called like Java 2 or Java 1 or Java just in general, then it's going to navigate there and it'll create a folder there when you create a new project. So at any rate, let's look here at this, at the program itself. So as you know, this program, what it does is it's introducing you to opening a file, reading from a file, and writing to a file, okay? Actually, this one just reads from a file. Thank you, kitty. So what we have here is this statement, okay? And it uses the file class, and we're creating a file class object, and we're calling that object input file, and we're telling it, we're saying that the input file that we're going to refer to from now on is actually the records.txt folder, okay? And the way that this is written here, just in the parentheses like that, what that means is that's the path to where that, where we can find the records.txt file. So right now, as it stands, the way it's written just right here, what this says is it tells the compiler, it tells BlueJ, look for the file records.txt in the same folder that this class file was saved to, okay? So class files are saved in project folders. So it's saying, okay, go and look in the same folder where this class file is, and you'll find a file called records.txt, and that's what we're going to use. Okay, that's the way this is what it's telling it. So it's telling it, look in the same folder where this class is saved. Okay, you could have a different path if you understand how paths work on your computer. You can actually, I've seen a student submit something that gave a direct path to exactly where those files were at. But this is a very basic way of just saying it's located in the same folder that this class file is. Okay, and that's how we're going to go with that. So as it stands, this records.txt file isn't in the project folder like it should be. So let's see what happens. I compile it. It compiles, no problem. And then I go to run it. That's where I have the error, okay? So it highlights it tells me records.txt could not be found, right? It's a file not found exception. Okay, so the file is not in the place where I told it would be. So what do I have to do is I have to find out where the project file exists, right? Where it is on my computer, and then I have to save the text files that are given in the assignment. I have to save them to that project folder. So I think a lot of the problem comes down from the fact that people aren't quite sure where their project folder is at. Okay, so that's what this is going to address, okay? So I'm on a PC. If you're on a Mac, it's going to look different, and to be honest, I don't know how to do it on a Mac because I don't use Macs. I actually worked with a student and we tried, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to navigate to project folders on a Mac. So if you know how, please hit me up and tell me, because then I can help somebody else in the future, right? So at any rate, we're on a PC and I'm going to show you, okay? So I'm going to come up here to project, and like I said, if I did new project, which we should create a new project for every assignment, okay? If I did new project, it's going to create a folder in the place that I normally save to, okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click open project, because it's going to show me where all of my projects are at, okay? I save all of my projects for Java 2 in a Java 2 folder, okay? So you'll notice right here, there's my FilterOrdersIssue project, okay? So I'm going to find out where it's located at. I'm going to pull down here. I know it's in the Java 2 folder, and the Java 2 folder is inside a BlueJ programs folder, which is inside a DVHS teaching current folder, which is on the desktop, okay? Oops, that's not what I want to cancel that. Okay, at any rate, let's navigate to that bad boy. So I'm on my desktop. There's my DVHS teaching current folder. Please excuse the mess. There's my BlueJ's programs folder, Java 2. And right there, look at filter orders. And you'll notice what's not in there. A records.txt and a records2.txt file is not in here. So we need to save those to here. We need to download them from the assignment in the classroom, and we need to put them in this folder. So let's do that now. Okay, so I'm in the assignment. Mine looks a little different than yours, okay, because it's, it's from the teaching perspective, so the teacher perspective. So I'm on that first bit of the assignment, which is just the text, and it has the links to the 2 files. I'm only going to download the records.txt, because once you know how to do one, you know how to do them both, okay? So I'm going to click that link. It's going to open Google Drive, because that's where it's at. Now I'm going to click this download icon up here in the right. Click download. Okay, then it's going to give this, sorry, we're going to start from the desktop. It's going to give this save as dialog box for me, okay? So I'm on the desktop. I just want to start that path the same way. So desktop, DVHS teaching current, BlueJ, Java 2. Okay, come down here. Where's my folder? Filter orders. Okay, I'm going to say save. Okay, then it went there. Now let's see just real quick here. I'm back in the Java 2 filter orders program project file, and look at, there it is now. Okay, records is there now. Okay, so let's bring BlueJ back up. Okay, I'm going to compile again to get rid of that error. Okay, and now I'm going to run it. And voila, it works the way it's supposed to. It reads the records.txt file as it's supposed to. Well, it opens it automatically, okay, right? At least it's made the connection to open the file. And then I'm going to use one of these filters, right? Let's filter for binders. And sure enough, it goes in there, it reads it, and it prints the information to the screen from the file, okay? So that's how you go about putting, finding where your project folder is and saving the records.txt, records2.txt files to that project folder, okay? Like I said, if you are on a Mac and you know how to access your project folders, if you know how to navigate from them from BlueJ, you know what I mean? So that I can guide a student through it from BlueJ. Please hit me up. It's really good information and I'd really like to know it. So that's all I got to say. Talk to you later.